What's up, y'all? Again, Samuel Joseph here. In this video, we're going to be playing the modes in F, and they're going to be in a parallel manner. So what that means is we're going to go through playing F Ionian, F Dorian, F Phrygian, F Lydian, etc., and etc. If you aren't new here, you'll notice in my previous video, I broke it all down in a parallel manner as well in the key of C, and I'm going to do it in this video in the key of F. Once again, we're moving in fourths. So let's get going. We're going to break down all the modes in a parallel manner. What does that mean? Again, if you are new here, in a major scale, for example, in F, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F back to your one, each scale degree actually is a mode. So F is Ionian, right? G, or the two, is Dorian. So what that means is if you walked from G to G according to the F major scale, so like that, um, that is you playing the G Dorian, but according to the relative home key of F. Okay, so if you are new here, I always say this: I tune down a whole step. So on a typical 5-string bass, tuned B, E, A, D, G, your F would be here on your first fret. For me, my F is on my third fret of my now D string. So all of my notes are just dropped by a whole step. That's all. So like I was explaining, that G to G, according to the relative home of F major, okay, is a Dorian. Okay, and so A is Phrygian, B flat is Lydian, C is Mixolydian, D is Aeolian, or the natural minor or relative minor to the key of F, right? And then E is the Locrian. Okay, so it's important that you realize that. And so this video is about just showing you how to apply the actual formulas of each mode according to the root note of F. So once again, Ionian is the major scale. You guys should know that. If you don't know that, check out a previous video. I'll just play it real quick. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. Okay, backwards. Got your E, D, C, B flat, A, G, F. Easy. That's Ionian. All right, now let's keep moving. Now we're going to play the Dorian mode according to the root note of F. So now that formula, once again, is 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, natural 6. So in the key of F, that's D. And then your flat 7, which is E flat, and then 1. So F, G, A flat, B flat, C, natural D, flat 7, E flat, and then back to the 1, F. F, E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, G. Okay, so more of a minor type of mode. Okay, so the only things that are changing compared to the major Ionian are the flat 3 and the flat 7, and then that natural 6 sticking out. Okay, now let's move on. We're going to now play F Phrygian. Phrygian, once again, is the third mode. The biggest difference between the Dorian and the Phrygian is that there is a flat 6, whereas the Dorian there isn't. And there is a flat 2 or lower 2 scale degrees. So now F Phrygian, this is what it looks like. F, okay, G flat, the flat 2. We have a flat 3 again, which is the A flat, B flat, C right here, okay, the D flat, which is the flat 6, flat 7 or E flat, and then 1. Okay, so you have 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, 4, flat 3, flat 2, 1. Okay, so that's backwards. You got F, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, A flat, G flat, then F. That is your F Phrygian. All right, cool. All right, let's keep going. Now this is the fourth mode called Lydian. F Lydian looks like this. The only scale degree that changes between that and the major is that your 4 is now raised. We call that sharp 4 or flat 5. Those notes are simply F, G, A, natural B, C, D, E, F. Everything else is the same. Flat 5, okay, or the sharp 4, the B there, A, G, back to the F. Okay, that's F Lydian, simple as that. All right, now the fifth mode is going to be Mixolydian. F Mixolydian looks just like this. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, the flat 7, 1, okay? Backwards, 1, F, flat 7, E flat, D, 6, C, which is 5, B flat 4, A is a 3, 2, which is G, back to F, okay? Okay, and I've said this before in the modes previous video in C, root C, that the Mixolydian mode has this bluesy gospel type of sound. Okay, I like to use that a lot. If a song I'm playing is going to the flat 7, or if I'm playing like a churchy, like quartet type of thing. Okay. If you ever heard anything like that, those notes are playing off of that Mixolydian dominant sounding feel. Okay, that final tritone that I end on right there, that I do very often. Okay, that A, E flat. Okay, that flat 7 once again, and that F right there. That's kind of spelling out an F7 chord, an F dominant chord, and that chord you could say is built out of qualities of a Mixolydian mode. That flat 7, the 1, okay, and then the 3, right? Just a quick little tip for y'all. Now let's keep moving. All right, and the next one is the Aeolian mode. So again, according to the root note of F, this is what that looks like. Get your F, 1, your 2, okay? Your flat 3, which is A flat. Your B flat, which is the 4. C, the 5, okay? The flat 6, which is D flat. E flat, which is the flat 7, back to the 1, okay? Got your 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, 4, flat 3, 2, okay, and F, okay, regular minor. All right, cool. And bonus tip, of course, if you notice already, cool. If you don't, F minor, in this case, F Aeolian, share the same notes as the A flat major or A flat Ionian because they're relative. Okay, so just a cool tip for you to know. F minor is relative to the major key of A flat. Okay, cool. All right, y'all, and the last mode in this video that I'm going to review and break down is Locrian. Once again, we are on that root note of F. Locrian usually is describing the 7th scale degree of a key. So once again, if we are in F, for example, and I said we're going to play E Locrian, that actually looks like this. All you're doing is playing E and walking up the major scale of F to E. So it would actually look like this. So, okay, did y'all see what I just did? E, D, C, B flat, A, G, F, E. That's all the Locrian major scale is. It's actually based off of the 7th scale degree of a major scale, actually, an Ionian, actually. In this case, again, we're basing this whole video, this mode right here, on the root note of F. So this is how it's broken down. We got F, We got the flat 2, which is going to be G flat because F is a flat key. We have the flat 3, okay, which is A flat. We have the 4, which is B flat. Now we have a flat 5, okay, that is new. And then we have a flat 6, okay, the flat 5 being B, the flat 6 being D flat, and then a flat 7 once again, which is E flat, and then 1. Okay, so 1, flat 7, flat 6, flat 5, 4, flat 3, flat 2, 1. Again, those notes are F, E flat, okay, and then we have D flat. Okay, now we have natural B. Okay, that's flat 5. Then we have B flat, the 4, flat 3 going down a whole step to the A flat, and then a whole step down going to the G flat, and then F. Okay. Okay, those are the 7 modes based on the root note of F. And so now I'm going to show you guys how I would practice it. I'm going to put on a metronome. Please make sure you take your time, put a metronome on every time you're practicing anything on bass so that you really build that muscle memory and you learn how to play everything you're learning clean and on time, very precise. It's so important that you do so. All right, let's go. 1, 2, here we go. Backwards. Now Dorian. Now Phrygian. Get ready for Lydian. Right here. 1, 2. The sharp 4. Good. Okay, now Mixolydian. Watch out for that flat 7. Right here. Now Aeolian coming up. Flat 6, flat 7, 1. Now final mode Locrian. Flat 2, flat 3. Good. 1, flat 7, flat 6. Flat 5, 4, flat 3, flat 2, 1. All right, that is how I practice applying all the 7 modes based on the root note of F. Take your time. I put my my metronome at 120 BPM, played everything, half notes. Take your time, make sure you're sustaining well, making sure you can memorize the notes, not just the formulas. It's so important to know all this theory so that you can apply it and know when they fit, when they don't. And once again, like I said earlier, we are moving in force. So the next video is going to be covering how to play all 7 modes based on the root note of B flat. I'll see you soon again. God bless.